And today I have created a new layout to give you guys some inspiration for the upcoming summer event that's coming up. I know we have the fun fair that'll be coming up, so this will also incorporate for that. We have several events actually coming. We also have the supermarket event, so if you want to add to this, I haven't completed this just yet. I'm trying to figure out how I want to finish the top portion of it, and we still got to work on this guy over here. But we got Marby here, and she's working on the delivery event. So if you guys haven't done the delivery event, definitely check that out. It will be ending soon. We've got about 2 more days on it. Currently, I'm in leaderboard of 11th place. If you're under 10th place, you're going to get 1 of each voucher. If you're 10 or higher, I'm sorry, 4 to 10, you're going to get 1 of each gold and silver voucher. If you're 11 and lower, 1 of each. And if you get into the superstar, you'll get 2 of each gold voucher and silver voucher. If you get into the top 1 and 2, looks like you're going to get more vouchers there. You got 3 of each voucher or 2 of each voucher. So definitely get your delivery event in. A lot of folks like to qualify in the last day. I don't know how well that's going to work in this event. It is newer for me. So this is my cafe. It's called Wadon. That is Cherokee for thank you. So this is a little nice 3D effect you can kind of do to your restaurant. If you look at it, it has many different textures to it. To do something like this, if you want, I will personally do a video with you. Just request for me. And you can do that by following me on here on TikTok. I also have my secondary account that I will be doing live streams on as well. And we can do some designing and things there. So if you want to give your cafe a very realistic vibe, you can kind of do something like I've done here. I have done something that's slightly summery. Well, it's actually very summery. But it also has like this kind of pier vibe. You've got a little bit of a carnival vibe to it. It's very tropical. It's very fun. I buy a lot of decor in mine, so this way I can do these kind of things through here. And I'll show you guys how I started this. I just kind of started nibbling around with some of this botanical stuff. And I do have a lot of stuff glitched in here. I.e. this coconut tree, I've glitched it in with one of these little flowers here, so it kind of gives it a different vibe. I also glitched in some of those Martian trees as well into some of the cocoa trees, and I also glitched in some of those midsummer trees in with our mango trees over here. We've added in some butterfly rocks. We also added in some flower petals, kind of make it seem like the wisteria was wilting off. We added some cute little star tables in there. We also glitched this coconut tree in, and I'm happy to show you guys how to do glitching. Just follow me on TikTok. I have a video on there teaches you about glitching and double glitching. I also added a few little knicky-knacks just to kind of give it that like foresty, kind of like summery jungle vibe. And as you can see, they can kind of freely move through here. If you guys did get the new pass that's in the season trader, it is the premium pass. If you get the premium pass, you get to unlock all these good things. If you watched my other video, you'll see that I didn't unlock it there, but you can unlock it. I had 39 days still left on it, so it was much worth it. I'm going to try to see if I can finish this out all the way to the end and get all these good rewards on here. So it is very beneficial to get. As you can see, it's increased my vouchers like incredibly. And I've been able to buy a lot of good decor. So I did a glitch on this side. I did a glitch on this other side of those coconut trees. Now, where you're seeing this little bubble in the back of that Santorini arch, that's not actually glitched in, but you could glitch that in if you wanted to save you some extra space. I didn't want to go through all the hassle of that. But I did glitch in on my sign there, those grapevines on either side, which was a really nice touch, I think. And then I just kind of added a little things there. Oh, she's taking a picture. She loves our restaurant. There you go. So you get a little paparazzi in there. And then as you come towards the back here, you'll see there's folks fishing. There's folks eating on the water. We've got the steamboat, and they're just kind of out looking around at everything. You've got some of them over here just kind of hanging about. We do need to stock this guy up a bit. Now, I can upgrade him if I want to, but I'm really not sure if I want to upgrade just yet. So I'm going to go and just stock him for right now. So let me pick that guy up. Let's go stock him up so you can see what he literally looks like. So this kind of gives you the full effect over here. I do want to add a few little trees or something along the outside of him over here, just to give him a little bit better of effect. So let's see what we can add over here that would increase his effect and kind of keep him from walking along that area over there. We're not interested in them walking around over there. Now we could continue this like rock formation going along through this side if we want to. I did want to add a few more of those while I was at it. And you do want to kind of change their direction a little bit, because if you do, it gives it a much better effect. Let's add one over here on this side. And we don't want to go too crazy on the rocks, right? Just a little bit. I'm going to say not on the rocks, right? So we just do a little bit. I'm just kind of looking around, see where there's anywhere else I might want to stick one, because we want that kind of natural look and effect. So let's put that one there. Oops, I grabbed too many. And we're going to flip that one around a little bit. And we're going to stick him along that edge right there. And then that gives a nice little whimsical effect. And let's go in and add a little bit more greenery around the truck. Oh, I missed something I wanted to stick in for the pier, because it's a pier. It's got to look like a pier, right? And the more things that we can add in without it being kind of gaudy. You don't want to add too many things and then it kind of looks crazy. But we do want to add a few little things. I did forget a wall over here that I wanted to put in. So let me go add that guy. There he is, right through here. So this way it gives it a full pier vibe. And now we can go back into that other right here. Oh, you guys are hearing my birds. And then, because it's got to have some lighting, right? There we go. See, that kind of gives it much more of a pier looking vibe. Now we could stick those on that side, or we can pick them up. We can turn them. And sometimes it helps to zoom in. And we can put them on this side. But I don't feel like you're going to see them that great. I think I liked them better on the inside, personally. So we're just going to stick them like that. We could add a little bit more over here into this little fun fair event thing we got going on over here. Like we could stick this little bitty bouncy castle in over here, just to kind of give it more of a whimsical effect and to kind of complete that out a little bit more. We can also take like a picnic basket, just so it can look more realistic, right? So we could do that, or we can even move that I just had a good idea with that picnic basket. We can take it and we can put it down over here. Not the spot I wanted exactly. Could go like that. It's hard to see right there though. Oh, that's kind of nifty. We could do it that way too. If you want to leave the picnic basket, we'll think about that. We might come back to that. So we got those kind of things sticking out and about. Let's see what else we can throw in here. We could utilize that money tree. You know, he's trying to make that money and give it a different effect and depth. But I want to see what else we got. Oh, those lamp posts are nice. As I say, they're very nice. Very nice. Let's see. We've already got a lot going on over through here. We do need some lighting over in our path over through this way because we do want it to kind of symbolize almost like a carnival kind of vibe. That kind of gives it a little something something. Let's see what else we got here. Always moves a little bit slower when I'm recording. Let's see. We can put like a little bench over here. And then we can maneuver this tree down just a little bit further. And we can put this lotus over here on this side. And then we can move that tree down just a little bit more. Put that down there on that edge. And now we can add some more greenery over in that area. And that's really going to make it nice and popped. Uh-oh, don't know what we drug out by accident. We don't want to drag things out by accidents. Oh, we could slap some little seesaws over here so the kids got something to do. Let's see, where do we want to put them? You know, we can stick them just kind of over here. And just kind of stick a little seesaw right over here. And we can put another right over there. So we got the seesaws, or just keep them in the same location, whichever you want to do. I kind of like them like that. It looks nice to me. I might move that up just a bit. Let's see. Just kind of play with it a little bit. There you go. Now that looks like a seesaw, right? Now our only issue is the path. So that's just not going to work too good on our path. Let's see. And then we've also got this guy right here. I think I want to move him a bit. And then kind of stick this guy right over here instead. Nah, I don't really like that. I think I'm going to take the bounce house out. Just doesn't fit. Oh, you know what? We can put these like this. That might be okay. Nah. And that's the fun thing about Food Street. You can look at stuff and say, I don't like that. Maybe something else. Let's see what else we can do. We could always, because I mean, you kind of need some lampposts out here. You don't want to go crazy with them. But like a spot or two. Oh, that brightens up our deck just a little bit, doesn't it? Kind of like that effect. Leave that right there. Oh, my bird got out. We're just going to leave him over there. And we'll let him just hang out. He likes to hang out with Mommy anyway. Alright, so let's use a few of these little cypress trees right here. And kind of just clean this little area up, kind of make it more into a park. Stick some along that way like that. Like this. And let's put some this side. Let's move that bamboo. So it kind of covers that up. We want it to look pretty thick and full. Because, I mean, if you think about a riverbank, it's usually a lot of trees and such over there. And so you don't want it to be too thin. It's okay to have a good amount of trees in this kind of design. And we're going to kind of fill this in right over here on this side. On either side. See, that kind of gives him a little more height and depth. Look at him. He already looks so much nicer already. And we can even move this little bamboo one out just a little bit further so it gives it a little more height and depth going around that tree. And then we're going to come over here. Well, before I do that one, I just want to stick his truck more on this side, I think. Well, maybe it's a little too far. There we go. Alright, let's see. We can give him like a little lamp post over here so he's got some light kind of parked between the lamp posts. Or we can even move that lamp post over here by this fella. Yeah, that's nice. Can do that. We can even replace that. I don't like using too many of different decor. So we can kind of create that going off the water like this. See how that kind of creates that little effect there? Gives you that really bridgy looking effect. And then we can do the same thing over here. Alright. So now we kind of created that little effect. Let's take a look and go out. And see how it's kind of created that whole pier vibe. And those trees really lushed in there very well. So let's go through and let's add a little bit more of those trees to the other side. Because what you do one side, you got to do the other, right? So let's do that to the other side as well. I don't think those were too far down anyway. No problemo, they say. So let's look in here and see if we can get down to those trees one more time. You don't want to overdo it, but then you don't want to underdo it either. You know, there's nowhere to throw away trash. We didn't even think about that. Let's maneuver this fella over here. So this way it's not too thick on trees over here. Let's stick that guy like that. And now we can get that trash can and it can sit right over there. There we go. See, now he's got somewhere to throw away trash. That's beautiful. And so we're going to need somewhere for them to sit on this side too, because they got to watch their kids, you know. Kids just get into stuff sometimes, don't they? Let's maneuver this over just a little bit. And then they're going to need a trash can on this side as well. Let's stick it over here. Let's see. Well, let's stick it right over here because, like, you know, most amusement parks, they're kind of just lingering about everywhere, aren't they? Got a trash can here and there. Different little things. Oh, let me go back to those trees. That's the fun thing about Food Street. You get so stuck designing and we're like, ooh, I want to put this down. Ooh, I want to put that down. And start forgetting stuff. And see, we can start adding some of those thicket trees through here as well. And it starts giving this a little bit more life through here. And then we can go through and we can add some of these palms. Because remember, it's kind of tropical here. Could be Florida. Never know. Maybe we're out in Miami. Right? And let's see. I'm trying to think where I want to stick this one. Because we want to give it good height in different spots. But we don't want to cover up decor. There we go. He could be in California, right? We don't know where he's at. I'm going to stick some more palms over through here. Just to give it a little bit more depth. Now we can maneuver that trash can over, because we've kind of covered up that little entrance area over there and it made it look a little nicer. So now we got a little bit of trees here and there. We got some little depth going on. And we need some lamp posts and stuff through here because they got to be able to see where they're going, right? So let's see, where can we put those lamp posts? I see a spot I've missed to put water in. Well, we could stick them out on the pier, right? On either side. There we go. That's a little thicker than lamp posts, isn't it? Yeah, maybe we use something smaller. Maybe we can use candles or something along those lines. Let's see. Ooh, we can even put some swans out here. Right? Gotta think aquatic, right? And let's see, we would probably have, we might have some folks hanging around on the beach somewhere. So let's see where we can stick them hanging around out on the beach. Maybe they've camped out, right? I don't know. We'll come back to that idea. That's something I like to do too. I'll come back to ideas. If I'm not sure that's something I want to do, I'll come back to it. Now, what I can do is I can use some of these palms and kind of stick them along this bank right here. Oops. I do want to move this one anyway. Let me see. Let's maneuver this one out over here. I like that better. Okay, now let's grab this guy, and we can't stick him there, so we're going to put him right here. And then that kind of gives us a little more depth right there. Now let's see what's in here. Oh, that's what it is. We have that little lamp post right there. That's okay. And now we can kind of maneuver that up. And you see how those palms are just kind of going up there? We can kind of do like that. I don't like these as much as I thought I did. A little bit, but not a lot of it. It's just too many. Let's take a couple of them off. Kind of give them areas to walk into. Let's see. And since this one's kind of coming down on the bank a little bit more, we can bring that one down on the bank a little bit more. Let's move this papyrus reed kind of over here. That looks more realistic, right? And then let's see. Let's grab another one of those palms. And we can stick it along over here. And since we got so many trees on that side, let's bring this kind of tree over here. Because we want it to be kind of fairly equal. There we are. So now we got some different depths and dimensions through different things. Never want to stick too many of the same tree in one spot. That just doesn't look very good. Let's maneuver this one to this side. Yeah, to see how that kind of increases our height depths. So let's see what else we got. We can actually take and just move this palm over here. See, we're kind of maneuvering those palms around. And let's turn that one so this has a different direction. Let's turn this one. We don't want them to look like they don't belong. We want them to look like they belong there. Let's see. It's just playing with it until we get it like we like it. There we go. So we got them all facing different directions now. And now we can go through. And I think, like I said, what I do to one side, I like to do to the other. And just kind of increasing the foliage so that it'll keep going up. That's what it is. That wall is too far forward one direction. Oops. Now we can maneuver that right there. And see, that gives us our little foliage such and whatnot, as they say, foliage sedge and whatnot. And don't worry about your little people. They'll get over there one way or another. You can block them off, but they'll probably come through on the sides anyway, so it really won't matter. But yeah, so this has been my restaurant. I do want to see about, let me see how I like it. Much better. See, that gives it a little bit of depth. Now you look like you've got swans and things going through there. You've got trees and foliage and boats and lots of movement. See all the movement into it. So pretty. And so, like I said, I haven't worked on the back side of it. I really was just trying to kind of hide that off so you'd more see the front side. But now that I've added it up here, I kind of want to add and create the restaurant. I may do that in 2 depths. I had an idea over here, since we're coming into that underwater event. I had just kind of created a little sea area, which is so cute. And then I added the mermaids in there, and we added some of those midsummer decor. We've got our seahorses, some coral. Added a few little fountains and things through here. On this side, we got our little starfish. He's coming into the shops here soon, so you guys get ready for that decor. Also, the seahorse is coming, so if you guys don't have all those things, let's make sure you get them. I just want to say thank you guys for coming in, tuning, and watching, and we will see you in the next live stream. I stream Monday through